Hey YouTube, how's it going? Patatouille here, and today I'm bringing you part 4 of my Genshin Impact character demo video reactions. I'm really excited to get back into it. Last week I did take the week off due to the American Thanksgiving holiday and all of the festivities and travel that ensued with that, but I'm really excited to get back into it. Last week we left off with Farina, and in this one we're going to continue through the last few Fontanian characters, and we're going to move on all the way into a few Natlan characters, which you get to see how amazed I am at how different the approach is once you get to that area. That seemed to be like a huge overhaul of just Genshin's approach when we get to Natlan, and it was a very fun time, and I can't wait to share this with y'all. But without further ado, let's get into the bulk of the video. All right, so the first demo we've got today is Navia Unofficial Operation. So this immediately makes me think like espionage or some sort of agent. Secret agent is what I assume. She's off the clock.
Boss, we have a lead on that no-good thief.
Oh,
They call
it's
him
like
the Sea
gang
Shadow.
activity.
This is his arrest warrant. Unfortunately, he's got a good nose. He's unpredictable
If
too,
he's got
just
a-
how he's eluded us thus far.
So if he's got a good nose, why is it covered up? Uh-oh. Wait. Oh no. Oh, this music's a lot of fun.
How's he so fast?
This is interesting. Like, seeing all the suits and everything, it's like, this is very much giving, like, organized crime, where her design makes you think pirate. I think I got to pilot her in a character trial earlier on, and she basically, like, wields a cannon. So it's really interesting. Like, this isn't what I would have expected. I already like the angle of this because it's like underground sewers, a bunch of guys in suits chasing after this guy. Everybody's wearing fedoras. Very, like, very early 1900s film.
Going somewhere?
Yeah, her design is like very frilly, fancy. She seems wealthy. I mean, duh, because organized crime. Why they got the side-scrolling platformer is interesting. So in her pursuing here, she's not afraid to get her hands dirty. She's pretty brash and confident because she's like chasing after the guy himself. Her organization seems to be more a display of her influence, because I mean they were just a bunch of like footmen, and she ultimately is like proving to be very, very, very capable. Like she is the one that ultimately made it, and you don't see any of her assistants in sight. Yeah, well, she has a cannon as part of her kit, but she's got that, like, umbrella. Is she the one I'm thinking of? I might be thinking of a different character. No, that's the cannon. Okay, I didn't realize the cannon was an umbrella. Cannon, axe, umbrella, shotgun. Made of rocks.
My losses.
I like the Latin influence in this song.
He's one step ahead.
Oh, and the hot air balloon airship. Ooh, magic.
Thank you.
So Lynette is just a public servant.
Come on, lads, more speed.
Please, boss, put your umbrella away.
The umbrella sail on the motorboat. That's crazy. A Gundam?
A proper send-up.
No way. She is so cool. Her design is very, she looks like very, like, I want to say Renaissance. I think the period I'm thinking of is wrong. Like some sort of, cat.
Ready to admit defeat? Let's get you to the guards.
Boss?
Guards? Spelled
You
weird.
might need to get him to a doctor first.
Okay, so she's very genuine, forthcoming, brash, competent. She overdoes things. Her design is giving like some sort of like antiquity period, like very Renaissance feels like the wrong word, but it might be the right word. I don't know. But very much her like whole attire feels like a period piece. Just she seems like a noble lady of class. So I don't know, that Latin-esque music was really, really fun. That was a really, really good time. I liked her whole like mob boss feel. She's not the character that, like, when I look at everybody we've seen so far, she's not the character that I would assume would fill that role, and yet here we are, you know. But it seemed like that's not a group with ill intent. She seemed to have like good intentions. Like, that wasn't, she was apprehending a criminal, not like doing nonsensical organized crime things, because that could have gone either way really easily. But all in all, I like Navia, or Navia, whichever the pronunciation it is. And now I think this is Chevreuse or Chevreuse. I think that's right. The one that looks like the train conductor from Honkai
I
Star
love
Rail.
anything full of grease and sugar. Food
Whoa.
like that provides me with ample energy during the workday.
She's American. I agree. I'm just like her. They put me in the game.
Plus, it's a real mood booster. But on my days off,
It's food for your
I
heart.
like to read crime novels. I find them very interesting. I'm Chevreuse.
She's the
captain of
everyman,
Fontaine's
Chevreuse.
Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Is there a case that needs my attention?
Why?
The Special Security and Surveillance Patrol deals with a host of heinous crimes and criminals. The criminals
So
want your
her-
everyday goodies from the Palais Mermonia. As such, the methods we employ to enforce the law can
Oh,
be
wait,
a bit
wait.
on the harsher side.
Oh, no. So she's like an overeager enforcer. This is funny that the Fontanian cop character uh the Fontanian cop character leads with eating junk food. There's a whole slew of commentary that can be made about this archetype that's being filled and the things that she has said thus far. Also find it interesting that she's in charge of surveillance and has one eye completely obstructed. That's efficiency. Just imagine if she used the other one. I don't know what it's about. The captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol, who wears justice as an ever-present seal upon her heart, and her muskrat shall only ever point at the guilty. She's got a feral rodent. Oh, a polearm. I wouldn't have assumed, considering musket, but maybe that's the bayonet. She's kind of like,
Criminals try to use the sound of thunder to conceal gunshots.
she's kind of designed like Caitlyn from League of Legends. Oh, so that eye is covered up as a battle scar, I think. So that little scene right there, that's an homage to her being, I think this is her backstory consolidated into one sentence, maybe. Like, some criminals try to use the sound of thunder to conceal gunshots, so she was a victim of like an otherwise preventable crime. And I mean, she was hit. So I mean, honestly, given if I'm reading that right, it's kind of miraculous that she's alive, because that's a terrible. It would be easy for that to go south.
But that trick doesn't fool my ears.
I like the Fontanian enemy designs. The like bowler hats and guns. So she seems to be. I'm reading this as Caitlyn from League of Legends. I'm like, she's a carry.
Another day of work over, and without any huge disasters to boot.
Oh, good.
Oh, that reminds me. I should grab the latest copy of the murder files.
So she is an overeager and ruthless cop who loves junk food and watching the X-Files. Awesome. Overall, I like her a lot. Character archetype wise, I didn't see her vision. What do we have there? I wasn't looking too hard for her vision, I suppose. Or I could have been looking harder for her
Surveillance Patrol.
vision.
Is there a case that needs
Is it on her back?
The Special Security and
But whatever
Surveillance
she
Patrol
is,
deals with a host
I'm
of
assuming
heinous
that
crimes
she's
and criminals.
a damage
The
dealer
criminals
based
aren't
off of
your
how she
everyday
reads here.
goody-goodies from the Palais Mermonia. As such, the methods we
Is she
employ to enforce
Pyro?
the law can be a bit on the harsher side.
Maybe she's Pyro.
Right there! Drop your weapons!
I don't see a vision anywhere. I'm losing my mind. Maybe that's part of the plot. Yeah, she is Pyro. On the right, it's Pyro. Okay, good deal. So I think she's a Pyro damage dealer. A 4-star Pyro damage dealer, based off of everything I was just presented. Oh, is this gaming next? Gaming. All right, fellas. Time for some gaming. I like Chevreuse. I like that demo a lot. I think I got a really good feel for who the character was. I actually didn't get a lot of gameplay. That one was very much more a production. But the music very much gave crime fighter. So without further ado, Gaming. I think that's how you say it. I hope he says it so I know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep saying
boss.
gaming.
The name's Gaming.
Gaming.
I'm a guard from the communications office.
I love his casual design here. Like everything from like those billowy, like I want to say parachute pants. That's not what they are. There's a name for whatever kind of pant that is, but it's like what Gojo wears when he's in the big fight. Not spoiling. But I love like the tactile hoodie situation he's got going with the pants and the little shoes. Immediately pulling up like the dragon float kite thing.
And the best wushu dancer.
I wish I was more culturally aware of what that was called.
The busiest guard of the wushu dancing community. How about that? So all this needs shipping, right? Whether it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks. I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed.
Oh, so I think he
I'll start my warm-up routine.
Oh, he's fun. I like him. I like him a lot. So everybody, if you've been watching if you've watched my gameplay series, you'll know that I'm like a big Diluc fan. And he seems to be, he seems to fulfill that same, from everything I've heard and seen, he fulfills that same role, but like full disclosure for my personal tastes, I like this design a lot. Everything about him, it's like his theming is really, really solid. Just like diligent worker. I love his, like, I want to call it costume. It's just his clothes, but his attire is so cool. I think he's from, we've either gone back to Liyue or Inazuma. I think this is Inazuma based off of the dragon head thing he is holding. Man, I don't know if that's like a kite afloat. There's another word for what I want to say, but I can't remember what I nearly said pinata. That's definitely not it. But judging by like the vision holster, the vision casing, I'm assuming that he is indeed from Inazuma. Oh, his Claymore combo looks really casual. I think he can force plunges really easily. This trap music is insane. Oh, and he's got a little buddy.
I'm right in the zone.
He's got a little acrobat buddy. This is awesome. The neons. Oh, and he's a 4-star.
You hungry? Ah, I managed to book this cool place for dinner. They only do evening service and it's invite only. My treat.
So he seems to be very honest, forthcoming. Everything he's speaking is like from the heart. He's ambitious. He seems to like he seems to relish in like impressing others or like demonstrating to others like what he's got going for him or what he's capable of. Roll seemed to be pyro plunge DPS. I'm a little spoiled on that one because I think when I started playing Diluc, a lot of people in the comments were like, if you like Diluc, you'll love this. That kind of energy. But no, I like him a lot. I would be so delighted to pull. I'm in this trap where like every character that I'm like, this one's awesome. I'm finding that I lean in like gameplay concept, I really like Electro, but in character concept, I'm like every time I like love a character, it's always Pyro, which I don't know what that says about me. Like case in point, like I am wanting very badly to pull for Durin in that workout, but we'll see how it goes. Even though I like at this point, I don't have him yet. I would like to keep trying to get him while he's up. But yeah, I mean, the music in that was incredible. They did a good job of showing his skills as well as they showed his skills, and the cinematics were very much front and center. Like visual effects were good, but they were showing like he's got his burst where he like kicks up in the air and slams, I'm assuming, or the burst was maybe the part with the little buddy. Like this, I'm assuming, is the burst. and then he dons his his neon hoodie. It's just so cool, and I love how like nonchalant his combo looks. Diluc looks like he's gonna hurt you, and Gaming looks like he's trying to impress you, and I like the contrast there. I'd be happy to have him too, even though he would slot very similarly to a character I already own. Okay, so this is a character.
From modern.
I saw something that messed me up on this one. This is the first thing I'll disclose that I did get. It's funny that I was just talking about Diluc and then I was talking about Plunge. Now that I'm on Jean Yoon, I know that she is. I want to say Cloud Piercer. That's the wrong name, but something with Cloud. Is it Cloud Piercer? I don't remember, but I know that she's one of the adepti that we encounter, like in the Liyue main quest. I know that, and I know that she is like the character that makes Diluc frightening because, or like Plunge DPS, she makes that like a viable gameplay strategy because she can like make everybody jump high enough to just plunge, plunge, plunge. So I know that she's basically a plumber. As she, well, I guess she's actually a plumber's client. She's someone who doesn't know how to use her drains because she really enables plungers to do their jobs. Let's see, Shan Yoon.
For a modern heroine, we need a modern weapon.
Quite.
The likes of swords,
Oh,
staves,
she's back.
spears, and bows are ubiquitous in
Yeah,
our
I mean, it was immediately
We
going to
need
be
something
obvious.
More original. For example,
Gusto.
Yeah. Gusto? I like the gusto. I feel like the word gusto was used to everything I say like this. I know, obviously, like the locations and jokes and whatnot are not with the American or English localization like kept in mind. I am aware of that. So, but like it's funny that they are building up to showing an animo bird character, and they put emphasis on a word that starts with gust. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Cloud Retainer. Cloud Piercer. I was going to say Cloud Cutter. No, awesome. Expert in all kinds of mechanical contraptions, her heart now turns towards the affairs of the mortal world, through which she walks under the name Shan Yoon. Her design very much does give the fact that she has primarily existed as a crane. The way her hair flows, and it's hair on the back, feathers on the on the underside, the undercoat. And I mean, I believe Cloud Retainer was the one that was kind of mean, and she doesn't look nice. It doesn't look like you could talk to her and she would respond kindly immediately. Let's see what we've got. Okay, she's a catalyst user. She's always floating. This music is very So the music, as I'm getting it so far, it's using a lot of the traditional Liyue instrumentation, but it's got a lot of this like later Hoyo mix, like electronic mixing added to it. Which granted, I mean, there was some of that with characters like the ones I think of off the top of my head, basically anybody who does a science. So like Albedo's the first one I can think of that like had a bunch of techno elements in the music. But this is symbolic of like the Adepti have moved on from their traditional role in Liyue, and now she's back, and the traditional music is layered in with this electronic new age music because she's taken on a new role. Like she's taken steps towards getting with the times, so to speak, allowing the age of the whippersnapper.
Gusto aside, she must
Gusto
also
aside.
be an exceptional inventress. Few can master martial arts in a lifetime, yet to
Okay.
invent is to change life itself.
Oh,
Invention is the better part of valor.
so she's all about innovation, even though she's trying to fit into the modern day mold.
I can't use any of this in the script. She's
Oh, what
utterly
script?
ridiculous. An inventress? What a load of...
Oh, and then she springs to help. And before, I would believe that her arrogance would have disallowed her from being immediately helpful in this way.
Jump!
Oh, this is the burst. I wonder if in her gameplay she is switching modes. Bird to bird lady. I like her little drone. She got an early Christmas
Well,
present.
Have I convinced you yet?
Oh, she's still...
Absolutely.
Oh, I thought she was
Please,
falling
Miss
down.
Inventress, help me down from here, please.
Man, based off of... I liked that one a lot. I know she's an Animo support, which that seems to be a typical role for an Animo character. I've not really seen many Animo, like, full-fledged DPS characters. I guess new Venti. But that, aside from that, I really liked the story that the music was telling. And I'm like, this is a character that I've not gotten to see a whole lot, but I did get to see enough of to have a feel for who she is before she was given, like, ultimately given the role of a character, like a playable character. And I'm proud of her because, like, this is leaps and bounds from where she started. She was very much like to herself, like on the Adepti side of things. Like, I don't know. She seems like she has made a great deal of progress towards the future and just towards advancement. And that's like, I really like that they've allowed this character to move forward in that way. Cause that was more or less like just selflessly helping this person is how I interpreted it. Maybe I'm fully wrong, but like she's taken interest in human martial arts and just like making things that are helpful to people, all while like she's not abandoned her Adepti form, but she's taken on the form of a human to be more accessible. And that's that. I really like where her character seems to be going. I can't wait to see it for real. That's like the best part of seeing these demos is I get to do the I know them. You know, that's always fun. But anyways, on to the next one. I don't know this character. Chiori. Okay, so this is one I've not seen, but Thousand Threads of Brilliance. I'm assuming she's some variety of Taylor. And since this is typically you can tell by like the runtime if it's a 4 or 5 star. So I think this is a 5-star character. I'll be trying to like pin down element and role pretty quickly.
Her personality.
She's a designer, not a Taylor.
She's like anti-mainstream.
Are we Geo
love the
or are we
Inazuma
Pyro?
touch.
Her designs are too flamboyant.
Fontanian and Inazuman?
No, it's more than that. I don't chase trends. I follow my intuition.
Geo, yes.
And my aesthetics follow their own rules.
Geo's sword. Whoa, wait, she has 2 swords? Oh no, now I need her. I like her design a lot. Like the chic kimono. And this music is so fun. Whoa, 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 whoa. What was she doing? Hold on. Doll on the right, are you okay? Like, doll at the bottom left, angry, cool. Doll in the middle, that just looks characterized properly. Doll on the right, what's going on? The eyes aren't even, they're looking different directions, but they're different sizes. Let me know if you guys have heard from doll number 3 recently. Oh. So based off of those effects, I'm thinking DPS. This music is very fun. I think that was her charge attack. Okay. She lives in her own world.
Chiori? That was a little blunt. What if it upsets your customers? Stay true to my dreams. Channel my
That's what I was thinking. I bet she's not only like trying to stand out as an individual and as an innovator, but I bet it's to a fault. Like she's a contrarian. Channeled defiance into my art is what I would say. But like her clothes say it's like not a traditional kimono. Like it's like short skirt length and has like the weird flowing cape sleeves and all that stuff. Wielding 2 swords. The flowers all over.
Don't let anyone tell me what I can or can't do.
Yeah, that
Well,
authority issues
maybe
for
they're
sure.
the ones who need to change.
I like these characters.
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Oh,
Navia, model this for me. You got it.
oh. Well, since she's a designer, I would assume that she is doing something to enable other characters to be better. All the textiles. Whoa, why were they crumbling?
Now, last but not least, smile for the camera.
My work brings in the customers, not my smile.
It's not about her.
But you've got such a pretty smile.
Okay, so
Now, last but
in
not least, smile.
this scene right here, where all the textiles, all the fabrics are, so they're shredding and shearing like confetti down there. I think that's symbolism for, like, all of her idea, like each of these fabrics can symbolize an idea that she's had, a design that she's used, if you will. And the fact that they're slowly like shearing away, like her ideas in her mind all expire. She's trying to continue making things because she's trying to set trends, and as trends fall into place, they're no longer her trend. That's what I'm getting from it.
For the
camera.
My work brings in the customers, not my smile.
But you've got such a pretty smile.
Man, we used to have a little dog that we would say, pretty smile. It's that brooch. That's the only part that I don't get, is that little brooch Easter egg there at the end. But yeah, we used to have a little old dog, like a tiny little chihuahua, and we'd be like, show me a pretty smile. Something about a little old dog is sweet. But I liked her. Oh, no. Okay, so this one, Arlecchino's is another one that people have kind of hyped up for me. So, like, I'm going in blind. I don't know what happens, but this is one that I know that there's a lot. So we're going from a fun one in Chiori to Arlecchino's. So in Arlecchino's a harbinger.
Legend has it that long ago, the long nights were the den of dangers untold.
Her outfit is very
The
interesting.
children would huddle at home and light the hearth, awaiting the adult's return.
Okay. Whoa. So she went from theater to throne. Oh.
Cannot shatter all shadows until
Oh, whoa.
sets all ablaze. Or else to the other end of light.
Oh my goodness.
Bleak shades.
Whoa. This music is already really cool. Does it give any words about... No words about Arlecchino except for Dire Bale Moon. So, before we continue past second 57 here, these clips right here. So, eyes are closed. This is a memory, or a flashback, or how she sees it. So she's still looking down from her chair.
Cannot shatter all shadows until it's
The hand
sets all ablaze.
reaching fire, children.
Else to the other end of light lie still bleak shades.
Okay, I'm gonna see more before I say anything. This is cool. So she's got a scythe. I know that she's a harbinger. Ruthless. Uh-oh. Okay. She's scary. And her eyes. I know that her eyes, like, don't mean anything because all sort of characters have different eyes. Now this seems sweet. And the kids are singing to her. Children are really important to her. And they're being taken from her. Whether it was... Whew. There's like a little bit of like unhinged lunacy. I don't think it's lunacy though. The production value on this one is insane. Whoa.
I hear that the children love to play by the fireplace. So let us continue to use the name House of the Hearth. Still, its flame is no longer needed. For you have the strength to defend yourselves.
So, what I think I'm seeing there, I mean, there's some pretty frightening imagery in that one. Again, the sequence of like fast blinking light, hands reaching fire, children. Either something in her childhood was robbed from her, or children in her care, which, I mean, that last scene ties that in. Like, she is a caretaker for kids, and she's experienced crisis, because her like going up and just sitting down at a chair in Fontaine, and then like seeing herself in a throne, closing her eyes, and then like all of this. Every time I was seeing red, I was viewing that as symbolic of, I think the seeing red is like her rage, because I mean, it seems like her powers are tying into that same color motif of like using that scythe and all of the like red light flying around everywhere. I know that she's like a very, 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 very strong like normal attack based DPS character, and I mean that fits because she's got that unique weapon. But I'm really excited to see Arlecchino. The music was insane. Very cool. Everything was built to make this character look cool and edgy, as any character who's wielding a scythe should. You know, that's correct to do. But man, there are a lot of things I can't read, but like seeing Fremine and, oh man, I'm bad at the names, Lynette, and I don't know him because I don't have him, but I remember Fremine because he looks like the main character from Xenoblade 2 when he puts on his helmet. Rex. The fact, all of the electronic effects, like all the electronic effects are making me feel like this is a simulation, which is making me think a simulation doesn't make sense. So it's making me think there's a dream. But even further, the fact that Fontaine is like a city that's centered around performance, this is too serious for that. So this is, Arlecchino's plot's going to tie into some of the like darker things beneath the surface in Fontaine. All in all, I mean, that one was incredible. The imagery there like wasn't, I thought it was going to be like overtly scary, and the only things that I saw that were like frightening were like this the frame with the hand. Where was it? Yeah. This right here. The hands reaching.
Or else to the other end of light.
And the kids in the fire, of course. But I mean, she seems like she's taking on like the role of a guardian or a caretaker. But very interesting. I like that one a lot. Let's go on to the next. In Sethos, Revelation of the Silent Sand. So we're back in Sumeru we're back in Sumeru on the desert side. Let's see what we got. I've never seen anything or heard anything about Sethos.
You've come to the right person. On the off chance I don't have the answers, I can ask around and help you find out.
Okay, so he's plugged in.
Pretty interesting guy. He's like a distant
Electro
cousin of
Bo?
Sinos. The first time we met, he came up and asked me if I was Hat Guy.
Not so
Hat
tight
guy.
when he talks. It's like, oh, I don't know, like a little puppy, yes?
Doesn't
Oh.
play enough TCG.
Some of my elders say I'm difficult to control, like a wild animal. But don't you think it's kind of an issue that they want to control how other people think in the first place?
Oh, so Sino and Sethos, those names work because there's a in like Egyptian, not history, but like folklore, I'm wanting to say. I think Set is an Egyptian god, but I think Sino's design reflects what Set looks like. I think because that's like that Anubis like deal. I think that's right. But that would make sense that Sino and Sethos are in some way connected. But yeah, this design, I didn't see all the purple at first, but now it's making, Electro Bow is making sense. Also, his hair looks to be the same as Flint's. Just different color. I mean, music sounds like Sumeru. Whoa. He seems very intelligent.
Sometimes an over-reliance on ancient wisdom can make you forget the strength that you and your companions already have.
Okay, he's an eyes in front of you kind of guy. I think Electro Bow DPS is what we've got here. That's just a plunge attack. The fact that he's got piercing shots is cool.
Or you can protect me. Whatever works.
Revelation of the Silent Sands being his title is interesting because he does just appear to... What was that opening blurb?
Questions? You've come to the right person.
Come to the right person.
On the off chance I don't have the answers, I can ask around and help you find out.
That, what he just said is a life lesson. That's like how you should... That's how you be a problem solver in life. Patatui's advice corner. Like if you're presented with a problem... Like, if somebody comes to you to help them with a problem and you don't know how to fix the problem, like, the part of that, like, mentorship that is coming from, like, this person has deemed you to be a person to ask for the solution, like, the I don't know, but I can find out is just a great way to be servant-hearted. So that, to me, speaks about him being good to me.
Of Sinos. The first time we met, he came up and asked me if I was Hat Guy.
He nods his head when he talks. It's like, oh, I don't know, like a little puppy, yes?
Doesn't play enough TCG.
Some elders say I'm difficult to control, like a wild animal, but...
Yeah, and you can't keep him in line. And it seems like Sumeru is going to be rooted in, like, ancient custom or old tradition and custom, and he's very much like, we don't need this. It seems to be his whole shtick. I like him. I like him a lot. And the music was just typical Sumeru, but of everything I've heard so far, Sumeru has the most compelling music to me from the jump. But yeah, Electro, Bow, DPS, piercing shots seemed very cool. This is a character up next that I don't think I know, but interesting. I liked the, a lot of people say I'm going to really like Sino, and I did like the doesn't play enough TCG comment. That was fun. Okay, Clorind. All right, Clorind. Night vigil amidst candlelit shadows. I wonder if it's vigil as in vigilant or vigil as in honoring one who's passed. Also Sumeru?
Calculate distance. Correct for wind speed
Fontaine.
and humidity. Ready.
Oh, whoa. Oh, goodness. She's scary.
Next breathing cycle, fire a non-lethal shot.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Electro is what I thought here. Undefeated champion duelist, sword in hand, she defends justice in the court of Fontaine. Yeah, Fontaine is this weird balance of like entertainment versus law and order, and it seems to be addressing like the whole like the theatrical forefront, it being, I guess, like how the city presents itself. Explores law and order, and then there are multiple like underground organizations being like being like the like little mob adjacent organization we saw, and then earlier with, I think it's Risley is how you're pronouncing it, even though the name got way more letters than that. He's got like a fight club going on, so there's so much like they're physically shown like in the sewers or like in the underground of Fontaine, so that's like the rumblings beneath the surface. But up front on top it's like justice and theatrics, and then it's like lawlessness versus order on the underground seem to be like the two main themes that are playing in Fontaine. None of this has anything to do with what I've seen of Clorind so far, but I had to say, you know. Okay. She's the other character that plays... I know this because of Spiral Abyss. She's the other character that plays with that mechanic that Arlecchino has. So she's supposed to be like a peerless fighter. The music here sounds like it should be in the game Bravely Default. Like that game soundtrack is like, it's a turn-based RPG with overproduced rock and roll, like heavy guitar music.
These are my hunting grounds. Struggle
Whoa.
all you want. I always catch my prey in the end.
Oh, that's some sort of wild hilly trail.
Shoot on sight.
She's so cool.
I owe my skills to the Marechaussee hunters, who fought to bring Fontaine out of a dark age. Someone needs to keep them sharp at all times. The hunt is complete.
So she's a machine. Not literally, as some of these later non-Cry characters seem to be, but like, I think there's only one that's like actually a machine. But yeah, I mean, she's like systematically like tearing apart any sort of interloper in that woods that is her hunting ground. She seems awesome. That was like a character that I saw the design and I was like, okay. But after seeing the demo, I'm like, I want the character now. Because she just seems so cool. The music does some very heavy lifting there. I mean, that sick, alarming, crazy guitar at the back half there. This is cool.
Grounds.
You are supposed to be excited.
I always catch my prey in the end. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
She's just cold. Very cold for an Electro character. I guess that would be why she would superconduct people to pull for her. Haha. Gotcha game joke. All right, but yeah, I mean, Clarence seems very cool. Night Vigil. So I guess it was vigilant, not vigil as in like a celebration or ceremony in representing one who has since passed. Okay, this little girl here I have never seen before, the one with the big cartoony shot. Let's see what we got. Seguin? I think it's Seguin.
Really?
Bittersweet
It's
tear. So a
medicinal?
doctor?
Yep.
Or a nurse?
It has a bunch of uses, and medicine's one of them.
She looks like an
Maritime
Adepta.
flower in full bloom is a great cure for exhaustion. You can buy them in the store, but they're not as good. You want maritime flowers? I know
Whoa.
a place where there's loads of them. Really pretty ones. Off we go.
Is she one of Farina? Is she one of Farina's like Big Mom-esque homies? No. Whoa! Seguin stays strapped. I didn't expect Hermit Crab took my flower, so I'm gonna give him the power. Man. A Melusine. So I don't know what that is. A Melusine. In the Fortress of Meripede. Meropide. Meripedes' head nurse. She cares equally for every convict locked in the prison. Okay. She's got to be a healer, right? With some CC components. Everything is intentionally cutesy. I don't know if she's a bunny.
I'll keep looking.
Oh, an otter!
Not around here.
I think this is the first time in the demo that they've shown swimming.
Petals contain all the good stuff. Get well soon. Don't be nervous. Just move.
Oh, that's fun. Yo! She can make you big and strong! I didn't even comment that she's a Hydro Bow. Hydro Bow healer.
So, I made some herbal tea with added romaritime flowers. It's really refreshing. Wanna try
I love
some?
it. We don't want to be big Alex Louis Armstrong muscle mans. Oh! Oh, so Navia's like an aristocrat.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, the important thing is that it works.
So sweet, innocent, a little ignorant or a little unaware, and that's just tied into like youthfulness. The music was super, super cute. Yeah, everything about that was really, really nice. I liked that a lot. That was just like made me laugh out loud twice. Like didn't expect what I saw. The imagery in that one was really funny. The like medicine applied, big muscle man's stand up, eyes shining, smiling. The like bliss sequences, those are really fun. I like that one a whole lot. Sigwin, I mean that's a cool character. Seems like a less self detrimental Barbara. Is kind of what I guess. I mean, it's even a range character, but got the big plunger instead of the apply wet condition to yourself and everyone around you, regardless of if they want it deal. With some CC built in as well. That was cool. So Emily, iridescent trail.
Where are you?
Worry, confusion, anxiety. All these emotions are like the aroma of a long night of endless rain.
Dendro.
Add a drop of something unexpected, and you never know what can bloom.
Where's the... Okay, so no like descriptor there. I wonder if that initial sequence, if she's just well informed or if she's in some way tuned into the thoughts or emotions of those around her.
Life is like a soft breeze that sweeps across the land.
And she's dressed similarly to Navia. Very nonchalant spear combo.
When spices are abundant,
the little hat is silly.
down to careful selection.
Oh! Wait, she cooks? I guess we need to let her cook. Whoa.
Water. Yes, the most important part
Oh,
of
a perfume
is
maker.
the easiest to overlook. Pure water.
This is nice.
With no color or
Flower
odor,
meteor strike.
all other ingredients have nowhere to hide. Removing all distractions allows the true form to take shape.
Okay,
And
so
I
she's...
think I'll combine the air after it rains, the nectar of a feisty flower, and
I got it.
fried food?
Yes. So I think she was in tune with people's thoughts or like with their insecurities because she's trying to make perfume to like alleviate some of people's insecurities and whatnot.
Here.
I like
Ah, with a bass note of pure satisfaction.
Very cool. I like that one. That one was a more upfront. She's a perfume maker and she's very, very, very invested and diligent in her work. I like that a lot. And she's like, but it comes from like a root care for the well-being of those around her. It wasn't like, I'm so bad at the names within like seconds of them going away. The designer girl, she was very invested in the work, not in what the work was doing that I could see. Whereas Emily here seemed very invested in like the good that the work was going to do, and that's where the care came from, or at least that's my initial impression. And a lot of the time, these Dendro characters seem to be pretty caring and selfless to begin with. Oh, I'm excited to see what this character's about. This is the one with the drill, right? This is Gurren Lagann. Oh, we're in a new region. We're in Natlan. Natlan.
Your footsteps told me you were coming.
She's got a horse. And the horse is a mechanical excavating implement. Kachina.
There are a lot of legends about heroes in Natlan. You've been to a bunch of countries in Tibet, so you must know a lot of legends, right?
Okay.
Do you think there's any shiny ores underneath all of the sand? We could do a quick dig just to check.
She's so excited.
Yeah.
Whoa. Why is she kicking in the spear combo? That's disrespectful as heck. Oh, she's cool. Man. She's just breaking it down.
Are my ears trembling? Sorry, but I can't really control them. They're way too excited right now. Here, let me just cover them up.
That was cool. That was really cool. I didn't get a whole lot. She's just like excitable youth riding around on her big drill.
Lan, you've been to a bunch of countries in Tibet, so you must know a lot of legends, right? Do you think there's any shiny ores underneath?
And she's fascinated with the glittering rock. The glittering, pretty, shiny stone. Let's see. But yeah, I like Kachina. That one was pretty short and sweet. I think she's a Geo support character. Okay. Mualani. 2 minute. Probably a 5-star. Kachina, I have a copy of that character. I've actually not piloted her yet. But so I have an impression of Natlan. One, I forgot that Natlan existed when I was looking through these, because I'm thinking about like the places where the Archons are from. So I'm like, Animo is from Mondstadt. Geo is from Liyue. Which I guess, given that convention, I hadn't even considered that Pyro is from Natlan. In regards to the Archons. Electro's from Inazuma. Hydro's from Fontaine. But where does Nodcry fit in? Yeah. But anyways, let's see. Mualani, the ultimate sightseeing experience. This character I've seen a lot. I think this is one that shows up in No? Wait, is this his character? Yes, this is the one that shows up in just random Genshin YouTube ads with the cool shark, the shark surfboard. These are so fun. A guide in Natlan who owns a water sports shop?
I'm Mualani, a guide from the people of the springs, at your service.
The people of the springs?
All of Natlan is at our fingertips. Let me show you.
Oh, she wants you to love it here.
Follow me.
Perfect tour guide. So Natlan, I know, is like the land of character mobility.
Thanks, dude.
Kinnick. Whoa, wait. This is so sweet and fun. Oh, there are tribes. I wonder if she's like the head of a tribe. Or how that works. Okay. What weapon does she use? Shark.
Not least, it's time for the grand finale. Ready?
There's not a whole lot to do with the gameplay itself here. Flying animals, Rainbow Road, Mario Kart. There's even more evidence in support of Mario Kart. Is she losing her mind?
Here we are! Did you have fun? Of course you did. Catch you on the next one!
Yes, I had fun. That was such a joy. That was so blissful. Where is any clip of her just attacking? Was I just not paying attention to it? Was I distracted? There was extremely little to do with her gameplay. Other than Shark. That's fine. I bet she's like a DPS. I really think they went and did it. Because everything in my heart is screaming support. I don't think healer or shielder. But I think this is a DPS character. The music was so much fun. It was like... It like made me think of like Wii era music. Yeah, she just seems like a joy. I bet like every moment with her on a team is like just a smile, you know? You're always grinning. And just all the critters flying around with her. That's like a sign of a good person when the critters like them. All right, Kinnick. Fiery Pursuit. Maybe it's pronounced different. Whoa, Mega Man! No way! No way! Oh, what kind of games does he like? Kinnick, you got games on your phone? Okay. So is he Dendro? Why does his gun have sunglasses? Whoa! He's like a special ops guy. Except video gamer. Whoa! He's every game. He's every video game. He's literally all of them. This is so cool. Whoa! The grappling hook being the core part of his gameplay is sick. Claymore. Is this...
Aho.
He's got his... So, why didn't they call him gaming? That's what I want to know. I think they could have switched the names Kinnick and Gaming for a sick joke. This is everything about his aesthetic. I'm weak for that kind of like classic arcade stuff. Aesthetically, that might be, especially after seeing everything that's going on, that very well might be my favorite character. Everything about his design, everything about the effects, it's what I want. I'm weak to classic vintage gamer. That is what I imagine. His gameplay, I mean, seems to be Dendro Claymore, which is fun. I love a Claymore character. I love Dendro. It's like my favorite element to start making reactions happen. That was a lot of fun. That was a good time. I like that a whole lot. I really don't have a whole lot to say. The track was awesome, but I mean, it's only awesome if you like this like 8-bit chiptune like retro game feel. Now, I will say I don't know much of anything about him from that. Fiery Pursuit, like it could be he's some sort of hunter, it could be he's some sort of like law enforcement adjacent thing, or Fiery Pursuit could just be referencing him trying to get high scores on whatever games he's playing, you know? I don't know. But I do know that I like him. This is a character like when somebody asked me like who my favorite designs were one time, and Kinnick has always been even before I saw this. He's always been one that I'm like, I think I like him a lot. And now that I've seen it, I'm like, it's solidified that he's one of my favorites. He doesn't fit into the like classic fantasy, like this is, I'm playing a game, but it's like I'm in an anime feel that Genshin excels at. He's a step away from that, but that seems to be everybody in Natlan seems to also fall out of that mold. So I'm interested to see more characters. These are fun. These are a lot of fun. Let's see.
Wow, what a beautiful gem.
Shilinen?
You should turn it
Zillinen?
into jewelry.
Pretty rock.
We should check the grade first. But I can think of a better use for you.
What is her deal gonna be? She's a DJ! No! Oh. What? This looks like... Oh, when she skates. She's cool. Oh, that's awesome. She seems... I don't know what phlogiston is. I know that it's like part of the mechanics in Natlan.
Looks like these Saurians don't miss a beat.
So she's like lost in her own music. She's always feeling it. And there was something, maybe that was just a visualization for like how her thoughts, she's got like the cat ears. So I bet her hearing is relatively acute, like comparatively to like a regular average human person. But the music, like the DJing, she's just in that dark void of a room. So this is like her internal music that's playing for her. And like when she sensed danger, it fizzled out, like sparked away, and she's like in it. But I was gonna say she seems relatively detached in everything I've seen when it's showing like she is very animated as a character, but her facial expressions have been kind of cold.
Time.
She's cool. Uh-oh. So she's experimenting. Oh, I don't know who that is. What? I did. I didn't expect rap. This is cool. So she's not just a DJ, she's a performing artist.
It took so long to dig up, and now the phlogiston is gone.
Man.
That's for the best. Better lost in the heat of battle than locked away in a jewelry box. Gems like these are meant to burn.
So much more, down the drain.
They're out here thinking about money. She was really cool. I bet she's a support character. Typically, if you have anybody that's like music related in a game like this, from what I'm seeing there, support focused. But I couldn't tell a whole lot about her kit other than she's skating around, a lot of movement. The rap music video portion, not expecting it. I thought she was just going to be like about music. Seeing that portion was crazy. I knew I was watching character demo videos. I didn't think I was watching character demo music videos. But that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. All right, who do we got? Auroran. I know he's an Electro Bow character. I know because I've looked at him, because I've looked at his design, because he looks cool. This is a character meant to look cool. Let's see what we got.
shrouded path is not meant to be walked.
Okay, what's that?
Moonlight makes the surface of the water glisten. Although, at night, the water turns pitch black. It's impossible to tell how clean it is.
I need to step back and reevaluate this. So, the very beginning sequence here, the rewind record scratch or rewind sound.
Sometimes a shrouded path is
so elusive and unfathomable hues. So he's an artist. He's an artist.
It's not meant to be walked. The moonlight makes the surface
and those
of the water
intricate
glisten.
kaleidoscope-like designs.
At night, the water turns pitch black. It's impossible to
Is
tell
he an
how
artist?
clean it is.
He's not talking about things that you would expect an artist to be talking about, but something about this has gotten me there.
Oh, hello. I'm Auroran from the Masters of the Nightwind.
Masters of the Nightwind? Not an artist. I am wrong. What is he? Is he just cool?
I don't know where I come from. But
he's a mystery.
That doesn't bother me too much. I care more about where I'm going.
The threads here. Man, whoa, I'm having such a hard time dissecting this.
There are things buried beneath the snow. Careful now. Let's not wake them up.
Man, that one's tough to dig anything out of. The elusive and unfathomable hues. So he's all about mystery. He doesn't know who he is. He was talking about the ocean at night, like you not having any clarity about like how clear the water is, how clean the water is. But man, everything like the twisting, distorting kaleidoscope. I thought he was going to be time related for a second. I don't know. He's got the dual blue and purple coloration pattern. I wonder if that ties in at all. He doesn't know where he comes from, but he doesn't care because he's looking forward. So, man, that was a difficult one to pin down. But gameplay wise, he looked like he was. It looked like he had similar stuff to Fischl. Because he threw out his little buddy, and his little buddy seemed to like stay on the field. Right? Yeah, little buddy on the field, causing AoE nonsense.
Things buried beneath the snow.
I wonder how he.
Let's not wake them up.
I wonder how he ties into the phlogiston thing, though, because that mechanic seems to be like fully prevalent in every Natlin character. So I am really interested to see how that works out. But anyways, I think I have time for one more. So we'll end off with Chaska tonight. Let's see, Featherfletch piece. I'm a little disappointed though, because Auroran was... I mean, I could sit there for like 10 more minutes and try to pick apart like frame by frame what's going on. But that one was tough to get anything from. This looks like Cowboy Bebop.
A peacemaker's job.
Peacemaker
is to resolve conflicts.
Oh, Animo. Really?
It can cost a little mora. A little wine.
So she really is like Caitlyn from League of Legends.
Maybe a little dignity.
She's about
and
the Fight Club.
A few bullets. But whatever it takes to get a resolution, right?
Nice.
Whatever's going on here.
She is the law. She's a mediator.
It's an open and shut case. We know these Tepetlosaurs stole the gems. Greedy little things, huh?
Tepetlosaur?
Everyone's been turning on each other thanks to them.
She's gonna shoot him. She's gonna shoot him.
The stolen gems were transported with a spice shipment. And I don't smell any spices here.
Uh-oh.
But your frame job? Now that I can smell a mile away.
Yeah, the dog did it. He really hit her with it. What do we got? It's an old Texas standoff. No way. Is she gonna draw from the hip? They're doing it. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait. That's not what I thought was gonna happen. Dang. Uh-oh.
In the sky, there's nowhere to hide.
Whoa. Not what I thought would happen. The surfing music with the flying gun. The flying gun motorcycle is not what I thought I'd be spending my evening watching. That's cool. Natlan has a lot of these like colorfully shaded techno pixely looking elements. So she's got a motorcycle, revolver, flying railgun.
Conflict resolved.
She's the sheriff.
Sometimes you gotta do things the old-fashioned way.
Music was fun. Character was fun. I like her, like, relentless pursuit. Yeah, the Peacekeeper. She is the sheriff. But yeah, like I said, Chaska will be the last one for tonight. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. The only one, man, I'm going to be hung up on Auroran for a while. But anyways, on to the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment, as that does a great deal to help out the video. I would love to hear what your favorite demo you saw today was, or the biggest hot take that I made, or the biggest thing that I got right or wrong that surprised you. I would love to hear about it in the comments. If you want to see more content from me in the future, be sure to subscribe to me, or make sure you're subscribed to me, as that's the best way to guarantee that the YouTube algorithm will keep pushing my content to you. I know it can be a little bit funky if like you're a non-subscriber watching. Sometimes the algorithm just won't give you content that you otherwise would want to see. I make these reaction videos. I typically post once a week. I do plan on moving on to other Hoyoverse content after I get through all of the Genshin demo videos. But as new ones come out, as new characters are announced, I'll visit those. Also, I'm doing my first ever playthrough of Genshin on camera. I've released episodes of that pretty much daily. I take maybe a couple days off a week, and I've really enjoyed being able to share that special experience with you all. But thank you guys so much once more for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.